Yo, what's up, guys? I just made a video on self love. The last video, do check it out because this is like a real life example of what I was actually talking about and what I experienced with my anxiety, the feeling in my chest, and this is very similar to the inside. So first, I'll play the video and then I'm gonna like go through the video again and actually like connect my experience with this analogy from this movie Matrix, which is really good.
Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth.
What truth?
There is no spoon.
There is no spoon?
Then you'll see that it is not the spoon that bends, it is only yourself.
The Oracle will see you now.
So in this, did you see how he said, like the kid said? So let me like walk you through the thing again. So this is us, right? And this is a guy who's like mastered emotions, and he's just like playing with it and he's just getting it right. These are like this. This is like the enlightened monk, right? This is the example. And that spoon, that spoon. Wait, let me go. The spoon symbolizes the emotion, right? And let's say you got anger. Let's say the spoon is anger. Now this guy is morphing this anger into love. Watch. Right? And boom. And you see this, you're like, Nani? Try it. Right? Now you have this feeling of anger within you. And you're feeling it somewhere in your chest or something. Right? And here's Keanu Reeves also. And you are looking at the spoon, right? Now there's a fundamental problem. You recognize this is a spoon, right? At this state of consciousness, he's only recognizing that this is a spoon and mistaking it to be a spoon, right? So he's recognizing this is a spoon, but he don't know what this actually is, but he assumes that it is a spoon. See, that is a mistake. You assume that this is anger, and that is the mistake. You recognize it as anger, okay, right? Just the way this guy is recognizing it as a spoon, but that's not the true form, right? And that's what the kid says, right? Don't try to like move the anger emotion, because at this state of consciousness you think this is anger. At this state of consciousness you think this is the spoon, right? So watch what the kid says.
Do not try and bend the spoon.
Do not try and bend the spoon. Why? Because there is no spoon, you see. The spoon is just a projection of what you think this to be. He thinks this is a spoon, and that's why he cannot bend it, because his thoughts are real, right? Or else why would we be thinking it?
That's impossible.
That's impossible. Why? Because you made it real. So you are saying this is a spoon, and how can you like kind of contradict yourself? So you put this limitation on this object, which is the spoon, and you're putting this limitation on anger, right? You're calling this thing as anger, even though it was not an anger.
Instead, only try to realize the truth.
Instead, only look and allow yourself to see what this really is. It may be a spoon, it may not be a spoon, doesn't matter. Stop, throw your biases out, throw your recognition out, throw your belief system out, and throw this need to see this as a spoon, throw this need to see this as an anger, right? And see, and just investigate, what is it actually.
What truth?
You ask what truth, right?
There is no spoon.
There is no anger. That is the truth. Because what you realize is this is recognition of anger isn't isn't a function of spoon, right? This the anger, let's say the spoon is anger, right? This anger is a projection of you, as in you are the one who gave the spoon this. Let's say the spoon is anger. hmm? And this, let's say the spoon is like a sensation of stress. If you're looking at it as an anger, if you're looking at it as something that's harming you, hurting you, you are the one who gave the meaning. That itself is not anger, but you are the one who put the meaning in it. Why you put the meaning? Because you believe so many things. You have like so many desires, right? You have this need for wanting control. You have this need for wanting safety and security. You have this need for wanting approval, and have this need for wanting to be separate, right? And because of all this, does this thing can even exist as anger? Only because of this needs does this anger even exist. So just like because of all his needs to be in a material reality, does the spoon is real, right? For him it's real, but it is not real, and that is the truth. And for that you have to like look at it and investigate. That's
There
what
is
he that's what he says here.
Do not try and bend the spoon.
Do not try and move in emotion.
That's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth.
what truth?
There is no spoon.
So let's say you have this feeling of your chest. Let's say this is called anxiety or anger. So let's say this feeling in the chest is anger, right? What a person tries to do is tries to change it. But you already defined this to be anger, you see. You already defined it to be. So no matter, just like that spoon, you cannot change it because you already gave it the meaning it's anger. But what is this really? You don't know, right? All you can do is allow this. The only way you can know what this feeling truly is for you to allow this feeling to be, to exist, right? And to express itself fully. But you do not allow this feeling to express itself fully, you see, because you have these four needs: need to control, need for approval, need for safety and security, and need for separation, right? When 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 a person is looking at the emotion, you look you there is this thing. When you're looking inwards, right, you stop thinking. When you're looking inwards, there is this you, there is this awareness, and then there's this feeling. This is actually inside the chest, right? But you're actually observing, so you become a witness, so you like separate. Now there is, you are like observing this emotion, right? This dark emotion that is in your chest, this thing is right here, right? When you're observing it, just recognize that this emotion wants to express itself. But you don't let it, because you have this need of wanting to control it, or this need of wanting to give approval, or some need which is not allowing this thing to allow itself fully. So your step number one, right? So your step number one is to have the right intention. I don't know about the spelling, but your intention is what helps you resolve this feeling. If you intend to bend the spoon, or if you intend to change the feeling, it won't change. You know, if you're like, I want this to get the fuck. If you're like, yo, I don't want this emotion to be, you're making this more real. You're making this more real. So what you do, you just intend. So your intention is what really matters, and that is what will help you resolve this stuff. If your intention is, even this, even this I will love, and accept. If your intention is, even this I will love and accept unconditionally, so your intention is to accept this. So when this feeling comes, you're not scared of it anymore. So you actually want to experience this. You want to experience this. You have this intention to become free. You want this to experience this, right? To to experience this emotion, you have to allow it to express itself. And to allow to express itself, you have to let go of your needs, or what they call desires, or all these other things, attachment to the situation, or some belief that you hold, something that you believe on blind faith, right? And once you let go of the belief, this will store this will this w- and once you let go of your beliefs, this will slowly start dissolving. You know why? Because there was never this emotion of anger. It was always you. It was always you, right? There was never this emotion of anger. You are the one who split a part of yourself, right? And said, you know what, I'm not going to accept this part of myself. You're like I'm not going to accept this part of myself. And you like split this, and you're like, no, this part I won't accept. No, I want something else. I want to be happy, you know but true freedom only comes when you accept all parts of yourself. So even this dark emotion, if you're willing to accept, boom, you're free. Why are you free? Because there's now nothing that you do not want. So what will really stop you then? If you're willing to accept all conditions, if you're willing to accept all emotions unconditionally just the way they are, what are you really scared of? You just have to like sit there and watch and realize that there was never the emotion. You just have to sit there and watch, observe, become zen. Poop poop, here's the hand, and here's the thing. Boom, become like zen. And now you like become really zen. Because why? You accept everything. So let's watch that video one more time. Let's watch this video one more time.
Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth.
What truth?
There is no spoon.
Try to realize the truth, and the process of realizing is letting go of the beliefs that you is letting go of all the needs, attachments of wanting control, approval, safety and security and separation.
There is no spoon?
Then you'll see that it is not the spoon that bends, it is only yourself.
The Oracle will see you now.
And there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you think, any insights, how do you experience this, what is your perspective of this. I would love to know. I'll see you in the next video.